Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. We are taking a live look outside over downtown Denver from Mile High this morning. Looking cloudy out there, and that is going to be the name of the game for your Sunday. Thanks again for being here. I'm Lauren Scafidi. We want to get over to Weather Impact meteorologist Jaden Knowles with a look at the forecast today. Those clouds are going to keep things a little cooler than yesterday, but still warm.
Yeah, that's right. We're still going to see those above average temperatures, but just not quite as warm as we saw yesterday. If you were outside, out and about yesterday, you probably noticed that we did see lots of sunshine early on, and then those clouds rolled in, and it kind of felt a little bit cooler. That's exactly what we're expecting for this afternoon. So far, they're looking outside at Copper Mountain. We saw that snow early on this morning, but that finally started to diminish. We're not seeing as much over towards Copper Mountain right now. But here's your current temperatures heading out the door. We're in the upper 30s as well as the low 40s. It is a little on the cooler side, so you might need that light jacket, but you won't need it this afternoon. Current temperatures across the entire state, noticing the eastern plains with the low 30s, 30s and 40s in the high country, then also the upper 40s for the western slope. Satellite and radar, we're really not tracking much across the entire country, but here across the state, we did see that snow diminish over the last couple of hours, and that's going to continue. We're really not going to see much as in precipitation throughout the entire state throughout the day today, but still mostly cloudy conditions. So the low 60s is what's in my forecast. If we spin this big reel and see what we get, we got 63 degrees forecasted as the high today, but we do have some weather in the forecast as we head in specifically on Tuesday, tracking our next rain chances. We'll talk about the timing and the details later on in the show. Lauren?
Thank you so much. Iranian media has confirmed that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in the U.S. attack earlier on Saturday. In a post on X, Iranian state TV network Press TV shared a picture of their supreme leader. The caption of the photo says that he was martyred in U.S.-Israeli attacks on Iran. Iran is now expected to observe 40 days of mourning and 7 days of holiday time to honor his death. In a statement today, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said Iran's armed forces would soon retaliate again with their biggest offensive against the U.S. bases and Israel. Iran has already sent retaliatory strikes to several nations. People in Dubai are navigating their day with smoke from the attacks building in the skyline. At least 2 people were injured so far from debris falling from intercepted missiles. It's not clear if anywhere has been struck by incoming fire following the new explosions. Iran also sent retaliatory strikes to Tel Aviv, Israel. Missiles hit residential neighborhoods, killing 1 woman. Several others were injured. After the initial strikes, Iran immediately launched missiles and drones toward Israel and U.S. military installations. Those were in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar. The Israeli military said Iran fired dozens of missiles at Israel, with many intercepted. In Iran, people cheered when they heard the news. You can see right here in this cell phone video, people cheering while toppling a statue in the Iranian city of Dolaran. President Trump said that airstrikes aimed to end a decades-long threat from Iran to ensure it couldn't develop a nuclear weapon, as he sought to justify a risky gambit that seemed to contradict his professed opposition to American involvement in complex overseas conflicts. Smoke from missiles and burning debris cloud the skies in Qatar as well. Qatar's Ministry of Interior said that it dealt with a minor fire caused by falling shrapnel following an interception of a missile. No injuries were reported. Iran has said that it would target U.S. bases in the region. It has hit a range of other targets. Protesters are gathering all over the country to speak out about the action and the attack in Iran. Thousands gathered in the streets outside of Capitol buildings and waved flags and banners expressing sadness, disappointment, and anger. San Francisco, you're seeing that in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Right below that, there's Minneapolis. Top right, you're seeing demonstrators in Times Square in New York City. And bottom right is New Orleans. Community members from various Democratic and socialist groups say that these are unprovoked, senseless acts of aggression which will lead to bigger conflicts in the Middle East. They say they want their taxpayer dollars to go to social programs and education rather than the military. The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting last night in New York City. In remarks, Iran's ambassador to the UN said the United States and Israel must be held accountable and that Iran has the right to exercise self-defense. The ambassador told the council that the attacks were an unprovoked and premeditated aggression.
Israel and the United States have attacked Iran. They have violated international law and the Charter of the United Nations. They must be held accountable. As a result of this brutal armed attack, hundreds of civilians have been killed and injured. All bases, facilities, and assets of the hostile forces in the region shall be regarded as legitimate military objective within the framework of Iran's lawful exercise of self-defense. Iran will continue to exercise its right of self-defense.
Pope Leo also made a statement expressing deep concern over Iran, calling for an end to the violence.
Blessed are the peacemakers. It is a great joy for me to meet with you and to visit this land where peace is much more than just a word. For here, peace is a desire and a vocation. It is a gift and a work in progress.
Pope Leo added that he has appealed to the parties involved to stop the violence, otherwise it'll lead to tragedy. Meanwhile, we're also hearing from Colorado's congressional delegation, including combat veterans like Democrat Jason Crow. He calls Trump's war on Iran a war of choice with no clear endgame, no authorization from Congress, and little support from Americans.
I agree that Iran should never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. The question is do we need to do this, and do we need to do this now, right? So there's a huge leap between saying no, they shouldn't have a nuclear weapon, to now saying, you know, we're gonna bomb the entire country and destroy their military and try to take out the regime. I believe we need to get out of the regime change business, but it's not our responsibility to push that because it usually doesn't turn out well for us.
Republican Congressman Gabe Evans is also a combat veteran. He did not respond to our interview request, but he did post on X. It says in part, quote, Operation Epic Fury is a necessary step to eliminate Iran's nuclear weapon capabilities, eliminate imminent threats to the United States and our allies, and defend our core national security interests. The United States has a strong support from ally nations in the Middle East and will help liberate the Iranian people. You can find some more statements from Colorado's lawmakers on our website, 9news.com, right now. 8:07 now. Jefferson County deputies are asking for your help in finding this man right here. 23-year-old David Schoenberger was last seen on Friday wearing a blue and white pullover fleece jacket. Officials also say some clothes that belonged to him were found yesterday afternoon at the Beaver Brook trailhead. Anyone with information is asked to call 911. Police are investigating the death of a 15-year-old boy. That happened late Friday night. It happened near Alameda Avenue and Havana Street just before 11 o'clock. Police believe the victim and suspect did know each other. APD says an argument led to gunfire. The suspect ran off. The victim has not been identified and no one has been arrested yet. Anyone with information is asked to call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers.